I made the decision to take this trip. So let's talk about this trip. And I am so excited. Initially, last year, when I started planning to take a sabbatical, I thought we're going to Portugal. It was set. We were going to Portugal. I was probably going to meet up with my donor sibling mom, and we were going to go to Portugal. And somewhere along the line, that changed. And I think when finances became a real issue, I needed to buckle down and decided if this was going to be the only trip that I do before my kids get into high school, how do I want to do this? And so I sat down and thought about the people in my life, and I realized that I owe somebody a trip. I owe myself a vacation. So I thought I'd be going to Portugal. And then I started having conversations with my kids and my oldest daughter about my trip to Bali. And so it's just like, okay, if I go on vacation, I'm going to take my kids to Bali. And so that put me squarely in Southeast Asia. And then when I started looking at flights, I was like, oh, okay, to get to Bali, there's a layover in Qatar. And so I was just like, okay, I have a friend in Qatar. Let me see if I can make a trip within a trip and go see him since he's come to the States twice to see me when each of my kids were born. And so I was just like, yeah, I owe this person, this time. So I started talking to him and he was just like, well, if you're going to do Bali, why don't you do Sri Lanka?